Afternoon, we welcome those in attendance here today to the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting, June 27th, commencing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The meeting has been called to order. The minutes of the regular meeting that was held on June 18th are before us and have been sent out. Are there any corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 18th?
Motion to approve.
By Mr. Clark. Is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. The minutes are approved. Unfinished business. There is none before the board today. We go directly into new business. Item A, the receiving and opening of quotes for the 2019 strip patching project, 56th Street, from 500 feet west of Franklin Road to Lee Road, and 52nd Street from Richard Avenue to Normal Avenue. Now, we're going to receive those bids, and we're going to hear those. We will then proceed to pass those to City Legal and also for your review. And then at our next regular meeting, we will have a motion, hopefully, to present to the board of the lucky person or group.
Absolutely.
Or whomever gets the bids.
The lucky
So
firm.
let's go for bids right now.
All right, so the first one is from Asphalt Patching, Inc. We solicited 3, but we only got 2.
Okay.
Okay, so Asphalt Patching, Inc., for the areas, as you noted in your discussion, 52nd Street and the 56th Street segments, $173,627. And then we have from Preferred Asphalt, $144,298.68.
144,298.68.
Yes, 144,298.68.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So those are our only bids?
Yes.
Okay. So we, question.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is there a thickness designation in there?
Yes, it's all in the scope of work.
Okay.
Okay, we'll pass those on to City Legal. Can you get them, Ashley? Okay. And for you guys to get together and review that, and we'll wait for your recommendation at the next board meeting. That'll take us to item B. I don't think we need anything further on that, do we? Facilities Management Service Agreement with Envoy. And Scott, you're going to speak to that?
Yes, so the city is at a point now where we need to get away from our do-it-yourself approach to facilities management. We have enough facilities under our care right now. It represents a sizable investment in money, and we need a proper facilities management approach to that. So we reached out to a couple of service providers, and Controller Fenwick, former DPW Director Anthony, and myself met with them, and looking at all the features that were offered under both, we believe that Envoy, a local business right here in the city of Lawrence, has a much more robust program that includes computer-based work order management and reporting. It's just overall a much better system. They have a lot more experience, a lot more depth of resource available to them, not only internally within their company, but with their stable of contractors, if you will. So, and this obviously will benefit us too by eliminating the need for us to constantly be pulling city employees off of their core functions to do things like building maintenance, which is not in their core function. So, At any rate, we would look at getting approval to enter into this agreement with Envoy so we can start having our facilities properly managed and maintained in the manner that they need to be maintained so that we get the optimum life out of them.
Hearing those comments on the questions on the Envoy agreement?
So the contract is not, it's a per use. There's a fee, a monthly maintenance.
There's a monthly fee that is charged, that is a administrative fee, which includes, you know, the work order management system and administrative duties, paperwork on their end, tracking and reporting and stuff like that. So there's a monthly fee for that. And then, but your individual trips or maintenance items then are billed separately.
And there's a trip charge plus the hour it's billed every quarter hour, is that?
Yes.
So so we're integrating into their time machine? Is that the integration that, are they using a time system that they'll clock in and clock out? Is that the kind of integration to their software that?
I don't think that happens through the software. I mean, they will know what time they dispatch a service technician and what time that service technician reports the job is being completed.
Okay. And then it's all been reviewed by council and,
Yes, and there's actually an early a termination provision, so any party can terminate this on 90 days
90
notice.
days, yes. Okay. I was just curious at how that integration worked with their
Yep,
billing
so-
system and ours, and how that worked, but
There'll be an internal vetting process on, so when people won't be, or other city employees won't be able to just put in tickets willy-nilly and they just automatically get done, you know, no matter how minor they are. So there'll be a review process and prioritization process that will happen internally. And then, so we will control the flow of work going to them, and then also we'll have regular review meetings with them.
okay, thank you. Yeah. That clarifies that.
Other questions? We obviously have funding that have been appropriated through the council budget for this service, I would assume. That's already
Yes.
been, it's in place, right?
Yes.
Right. Other questions concerning, and again, I think it was pointed out, if something that you don't like down the road ends up being, this isn't the best deal for the city of Lawrence, you can terminate, look at another direction to go. So that's another, I think, a plus to, we're feeling things out and see how this works. So
Yep.
hopefully it'll be a real
Well, I
benefit.
believe it's going to benefit us in the long run.
Yeah, we don't really have a benchmark to,
This will be new territory, so
Right.
it's something.
We'll
new.
end up with better maintained facilities in the long term, and that will protect our financial investment in our facilities.
Right. Now, this would cover just one last thing, all facilities within
We're
our
starting off
city.
with the city building and 4 fire stations.
Right.
And then we will be able to, by future amendments, add buildings or take buildings out,
Right.
depending on how we grow.
Eventually,
Or
the police facility is going to want
Correct.
to be
that'll probably be the first one that gets added.
added to that, yeah. Okay, any other questions or comments? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the Facilities Management Service Agreement with Envoy in the City of Lawrence?
motion to approve.
By Mr. Clark. Is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Is there a question before we vote? No questions? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. That takes us to resolution number 8.
Resolution number 8, 2019, a resolution of the Board of Public Works and Safety approving the disposal of surplus property for the Lawrence Fire Department.
And that's been read by title only. And Chief? Chief Patalis up here to make, I think this is something that we had last meeting, a similar sort, but go right ahead.
Yeah, this is something that we're trying to go through our inventory and stuff that we're not that we don't use and trying to get off our insurance. So this was a command trailer that's probably around 15 years old. We got it from the Katrina thing, and we're just disposing of it because we don't use it anymore.
Okay. We have that item before us. Is there any questions concerning the disposal? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve resolution number 8
Motion to approve.
by Mrs. Browner? Is there a second?
Second.
By Mr. Clark. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Chief. Item D is the LPD, Lawrence Police Department, change order number 2 before us today. And we're going to talk about, looks like a good change order.
Yes. Good afternoon. I'm Joe Wiesinger, the owner's rep for the Lawrence Police Department project. I'm with Shrewsbury. Change order number 2 to Garmon Construction is really adding the procurement of some furniture and fitness equipment to the Garmon contract. We did that. We decided to do that to better coordinate the delivery of that furniture as we approach the end of the project. And our schedule is becoming compressed for several reasons. And so we thought that it would be better to put that onto the Garmon contract so they can kind of better coordinate as we get to the end. There is going to be some more equipment, probably in at least one more change order where we're considering doing this also. So that's kind of a heads up for the future. But along the lines of doing this, we actually saved approximately $100,000 through bidding this furniture and equipment out. And then I think in your packet, it lists specifically, this is tables and chairs, loose furniture, training center furniture, obviously fitness equipment, that sort of thing.
Questions on the change order or the equipment, or any questions from the board?
This does not include any technology or, I don't know the previous, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're saving some money. That's always a good thing. I'm sure that may be getting reshuffled back into the project at some point, as being around the school business, that normally happens. But
Any other unforeseen
yeah.
overruns or?
But we have a plus today on this change order number 2. Are there any other questions before we entertain a motion for approval? I would entertain one by
Motion to approve?
Mr. Clark. Is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0 for the change order. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mr. Chairman, I think we were going to have Garmon come up and give just a quick update on the schedule of the project, if that's.
Love to have it.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for both of you introducing yourselves to the board. A couple
Sure.
of us are newbies, so thank you.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, just as I made sort of off-the-record comments to you relating mostly to the weather, as you can imagine, our schedule has been pushed back a fair amount. We've been blessed with some dry days here, and we're playing catch-up, and things are going well, but we did lose some significant time on the exterior portions of the building, and mostly stuff related to the site. So we'll, if we're blessed with some strong weather here through the next couple of months, maybe we can make some ground up, but just wanted to make sure on the record that we let you know and manage your expectations about we did lose some time on the schedule.
What was our predicted date of finish, since I wasn't here when the
Yeah,
project
no, it's a good question. It would have been sometime in October,
of this coming year?
yeah, of this year, yep,
19.
yep.
Just depends, I suppose. We might be into November with.
You know, we'll see. It's hard to tell. Like I said, if we can keep a dry run going here, we can probably pick up some lost time and make up ground. And really, I think to manage your expectations, what does that mean? I mean, if you've driven by the site, you can see that the building is pretty much enclosed. We've got the roof on now. They've started on masonry on the exterior and the south side of the building. And so as long as that dry weather continues and we can get completely enclosed and work on the inside, but the site is going to be, landscaping, pavement in the parking lots, that stuff is pushed pretty far behind right now. So trying to make up ground.
Right. Any questions?
Thank you for the time.
Appreciate the update.
Absolutely, thank you.
Ready? Thank you. Comments, administration, Scott?
I do have one thing I want to mention, just, you may have already noticed, we've got our paving projects are underway. You'll notice at Lee Road, we've got the contractors are out doing concrete work on the, bringing the ADA ramps into compliance as well as fixing a lot of the curb inlets. So that work has to be done before the actual paving work can be done. Then also we're getting started on Sunnyside Road. We'll actually be closing that down between 59th and the railroad track starting July 8th. We've put notices out, been out talking to the area businesses along that corridor and letting them know what the impacts are. We put a notice out for 2 weeks. We're hoping we're done much quicker than that. But wanted to build a little extra time in just in case due to weather, because we're a little farther behind than what we wanted to be because of the weather. So we're going to be hitting it pretty hard out there. But just want to let you know that those projects are underway.
Sure. Good to have on the record. Good to hear that. Any other comments from administration? One comment I would make, everybody have a safe 4th of July. This kind of goes out on the airwaves, so we want you to be safe with fireworks that you're using legally, and we don't want anybody injured. We don't want Chief Patalis in action over the 4th with somebody getting hurt. So let's all be safe with that and enjoy our great festival we have here in Lawrence. It's first class. If you can attend it, you should. So, citizens' comments. We have any citizens today to make any comments? Hearing none. Before us, any other comments from the board? I should give anybody the floor for anything.
If you're running the race, just wave at our house.
If you're in the race, you go by.
Just
Yeah,
wave.
absolutely. Is there a motion to adjourn
Motion to adjourn?
by Mr. Clark, second
Second, I'm sorry.
by Mrs. Browner for adjournment? And all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.